I think it's on. Hi, Allium team. So I'm Yu-Chang, and I just want to make a quick video on how to set up this app, this project. I already include how to set up in the README, but I think it would be easier that I just run through it, so you don't have to run it. But feel free to download it and run it. So in order to run this, the first step we want to ingest the data from this Coingecko API from the past 7 days with the top 10 tokens. So the first step is you will have to download this GitHub, then you unzip it. Then you will have to set up like a Postgres database. So if you open this, let's just delete it. Never mind. So if you want to create like a new database in Postgres, you can here, if you downloaded the PostgreSQL, and you can open the pgadmin and you can create like a database. And here I already create like this token price database, so you just name it and you hit save. Then you will have a token price database here just being set up. So you can name it whatever you want. I just name it here, and then you will have to configure your .env file to store all your credentials. So so you just input your username, localhost you don't have to change, and the database name and the database password, and these two APIs. So after you create this file in the folder, then you would have this .env file here, which has all your credential there, and then you will have to install all the package. So you can just run this. Since I already have them, so it's all satisfied. So after you do so, you can run this Python ingest data. So okay, so here you will see all the data has been ingested. And if we go to the database, we can see here. So you got all the. So right now is Friday, July 19. So it's get all the past 7 days data with tokens and timestamp. So basically that's it. Then you load your data. You load your data in. You can also have some parameter. You can request how many days and how many tokens you want. But I think here you will have to look at the these Coingecko APIs. They have some restrictions. So the default is like this, so 7 days and 10 tokens. But I think you can request like maybe a year, which is like 365 days, and token is like you can have like 25 or depending on how many tokens you want. But this you will have to check the Coingecko API. So yeah, just to have like an option to for you to input. So after you finish the first part, then you can go to the second part. So so this is to calculate the profit and loss for the wallet. Let me open this. So so this is the index.py. So it's pretty so the first part is just to connect to the database, and here we have the get wallet balance, which would get the wallet feedback, use this HTTP request, and then we have this get historical prices for a token and the start date and the end date. Then it will retrieve the data from the database. This is the SQL. And then we will have to do some data processing. We want to round it to just hourly interval, so we remove all the minutes and the seconds. And then we want to yeah, this is the data processing for the timestamp. And then we want to merge every token that is in the balance. We want to merge it to the price table. So depending on how many tokens you have in the wallet, then it will create like a price table. And then we would have a holding table, create a holding table that will take the price table's timestamp, and also we just create like a holding for each token that we had based on the wallet's feedback. And the last step is just to calculate the value, the total value, which is the token's balance times the token price, which is the value, and the profit and loss just minus the first date. So and here is just this is the main loop. So for the price data frame, we would fill none because there might have some data is missing. So we do the fill forward. So if there's any lasting price, then we just fill forward. And if there is still something is missed in the back, then we also fill fill backwards, so that we avoid the non-value in the price table. Otherwise it would have some error when we perform the calculations. So so then we have a holding table, then we merge them together, and we can calculate the profit and loss. And the final data frame, depending on if you want to have the full report or just want to have the profit and loss, I have included that in the API. So so yeah, so where am I? Hold on. So okay, let's run this, see if it works. So so we can clear this, so we can run the server, right? Okay, so right now the server is on. Then let me open a new terminal. So I can run this, the first one. Oh, I think this one I will have to have the address. Hold on. Okay, it's painful. Okay, anyways, so yeah, here I already have the this is so there's three way that you can query. So this is the basic one. You just query and put your wallet address, and you can also input like the time range that you want to get the PNL, and also you can have like a detail report if you want. You can have true or false. So let's run this first. Okay, so yeah, so basically this is the result. So you have the timestamp, profit and loss from this time 15 to 17, or I think we can also remove this just to see if it gets the 7 days. Hold on. Okay. Okay, there you go. So yeah, it gets you 16. Okay. Oh, I think I still include the start date. Hold on. If I run this, I'm wondering if I 1 second. That's why. So let me clear this. So I think maybe this. Yeah, there you go. So right now you can get the because last time I didn't close it, so it's copied my previous request. So anyways, so here you will get the past 7 days, the profit and loss, and you can also have detail. I forgot which one I use, but you can have like this. Okay, then you get the whole table. So it's hard to read from the terminal. I put it in here so it's easier for you. So yeah, so basically that's it. That's the API demo. I also have if you don't want to host it, you just want to run it, you can also use this demo file. Here instead of retrieving the balance from this wallet, I just create like a dummy data. So in here, so this is the default value if you retrieve the balance from this address, and you can I add these two, so simulating if they bought it at July 12 and 13. And you can also have I also include this parameter here, so you can change here, play around it. So it's basically the same code. I just you just don't have to use the terminal. You can run it. So you can just run like mo.py. So if I run this, okay, so this is the data frame that we got. Yeah, I'm wondering why it's only did I? Yeah. Oh, I think it's because there's some um I think there is some like formatting issues here. Let me run this again. Okay, so I think there is some time zone difference. So yeah, I probably have to look into this timestamps. So did I configure it right? Yeah, I'm not sure if I did it right. It should be the same unless I missed something. Wonder why it's so if I yeah, I'm wondering why the first is not the huh. But I think it's the same code. I basically just copy it from here. Not sure if it's because of this. Okay, anyways, probably there's some issues when I copy in the code, but you get the idea. So if you don't have this detail, you put it into false, then you get the demo.py, then you only get the PNL. So I just dropped the column. So yeah, and basically that's the overall demo. I want to know why, but I will figure it out later. And part three, the scaling. I think this is a very hard question. To be honest, I haven't dealing with this large amount of data. Yeah, so it would be like 10,000s and times if 5 minutes. So 1 hour would have 12 data points and times 24 and times 30 times 12. So it's a huge amount on the database. So my suggestion is um, I don't know how heavy the read write would be. So if it's like read heavy, probably you can have like a master slave database, so that we can have a master database just for like taking the data, and then we would have a duplicate database that is just for the reading to run the queries, so that we can avoid the locking issues. And also there's some time series database I haven't used before, but I heard it's faster for querying the data if it's like time series. And we can also partition the database using the token ID and the time range, and indexing. Make sure it's indexed. I think I did the query in the create table statement. So it would create index for them. And for the insertion right now, I think I'm running it like one by one. But if it's like a batch, we could probably run the insertion in batch, and also we can do it in parallel instead of just one token by one token. We can do like multi-threading to ingest the data. And to calculate with 5 minutes granularity, I think this one, first you will have to have the data. I think that's probably the hardest thing. Most of the data provider, I think they require you to pay for the data. So if you want to get this kind of 5 minutes granularity, you probably have to talk to the data provider, see if they can grant us the access, and see if they can migrate the data to the database. And basically, the calculation steps, I think it will be the same, but the scale is much larger. So the way I was doing is I round down the data point from the price table. I round it down to every hour, and this is just you can round it down to 5 minutes. But I don't know how their data consistency would be. So if there is some missing data, we probably have to fill forward or fill backwards just to fill the gaps. And if we really want to speed up, we can vectorize it. So it's kind of right what I'm doing right now. I'm using the memory to store all the tables and columns, but that takes memory. So if we really want to speed up, we can use NumPy array instead of the Panda data frames. So that's one way to consider. Yeah, and the third one is to show the profit and loss from since the beginning, instead of just past weeks. I think I did include, you can select a start date and end date in my in my in the second part here, but just to make sure that you have the data, you have the price data in the database. Otherwise it's not gonna work. um, so yeah, like I said, this kind of like long period of price data, usually the provider only provide like daily data points for like the longer time spans. So we can probably just get the daily data and we just fill forward. So but it's not accurate, but unless we have the data, otherwise it's not going to work. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know if I um, yeah, if there's any improvements or any mistake I made. Feel free to let me know. I'm having fun with this project, even though it says like 3 to 6 hours. I think it takes much longer than I expected, but it was pretty fun. I've never buy like a crypto before. I only buy stocks, so and I think this is interesting, and to really have like a um, to deal with the real questions. I think it's fun, and yeah, yeah, this is the ingest data I just mentioned. So right now it just basically do it token by token, but it's just 10 tokens in 7 days, so it's not a large scale, so it's doable using this script. But if you want to ingest a lot of the data, you probably have to do it in batch, so otherwise it will takes forever. Yeah, I think that's it. Let me know. Hope to talk to you soon. Bye.